This is the weekly watch report where we talk about the things we watched this week. Very quick for me. Very quick.
Are we doing grades?
Yeah, we could do grades. I literally only have two things. I watched, or actually, I mean, Vanderpump and Real Houses of New Jersey, but I watched season 40 of Survivor Winners at War.
The whole season?
The whole season.
How long does that take?
Last weekend. It was 15 episodes.
Oh, why did I think it's like Love Island where it's like a million episodes?
I'm going to give that an A. That's a great season. I love Survivor, and I love just locking into a season of Survivor to watch. So I'm going to give that an A. And then I watched Blackberry. Have you guys heard about that movie?
Yes, I want to see it. It's a documentary, right?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, it's not like a...
It's like Air, but for Blackberry. So that's like, I kind of was like, when I started watching it, I was like, this is just Air for phones. Good? I stopped paying attention.
So
it honestly did not catch it. Fights and Dave were both raving about this movie on Twitter, so I was like, I'm gonna check this out. It lost my attention very quickly. There were parts where I was into it, but like I don't remember how it ended. I mean, we know, but like there were some parts I was into. I was barely watching. I would say Marty definitely paid attention more than I was paying attention. So I
am 98% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that's why I can't accurately give it a grade because I really like it lost me a little bit. But I was just being cynical because I was like,
it's Dennis.
Yeah, I was like, this is just Air in Blackberry form, and I just watched Air. So, and then Vanderpump and Real Housewives of New Jersey. Both are A's. Those are just great reunions at that point. That's what I watched this week.
Devin, what did you watch?
I watched only Vanderpump. I'm rewatching from season 1 to 10. I'm on season 6. Right now, Raquel, this is when Raquel is becoming more part of like the cast-ish, where they're telling her that James cheated on her when she was away at college. And she was basically not wanting to believe it. Also, when Tom first opened, I'll give it a B. Just because we know how good it can. Like, I feel guilty saying how good it can get because it's horrible. Like,
it's
actually
awful things.
How bad it can get.
Just because we know Raquel's life is getting ruined eventually.
Yeah, eventually. I think.
She's
I'm talking about like
ruined
when
her
you're
own
watching
life,
old episodes.
Yeah. But yeah. And then I also watched How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days on the Flight.
You've never seen that?
Great film.
I have. It's a rewatch.
Oh, okay.
Come on. I know you guys do rewatch.
No, I know. Yeah, specify that.
Classic movie. That's my kind of movie. Not gonna watch The Idol. Not gonna watch anything scary. If I could just watch something, I'm a big like comfort person. I will rewatch shows. I rewatch shows so frequently that I brought it up with my therapist because why do I do this?
Did you see that they say that if you rewatch shows, it's because you like the comfort of knowing what's going to happen and you don't like the idea of
control.
not. Yes.
It's control.
You know, I've said this to you before. You should really watch Friends. Like Friends is the best comfort show of all. Like it is so
Entourage
funny.
Is a good one too.
Entourage is great, but I mean like comfort, like Friends, like family. Like I love Friends so much. I really do. I really love Friends.
I feel like you didn't used to say this.
I didn't, but I became
Didn't you say you were a Seinfeld person?
I was typically, but I have really become like a huge...
So if you could only keep one, Friends or Seinfeld?
I'm keeping Friends.
Wow.
I know. It's crazy because I do love Seinfeld, but I would keep Friends. I am like such a Friends person like lately, like throwing it on at night. It's so comforting, so funny. And
you
like,
put it on when we were
kids. Yeah, it's cable TV in the hotel when Friends is on.
People are going to be... I'm going to get ripped for this. When you put it on, I was thinking for like a good like 2 minutes. I'm like, what show is this? And I didn't say anything.
How?
And I was like, thank God I didn't. Because when I realized it was Friends, I was like, she would have been like, what the hell?
Well, I would have given you a whole spiel about how you should watch Friends like right now.
My roommate in college was like, die hard.
That's the first time I like binge watched Friends was when the semester I went away to college.
I walked by Devin on the airplane and I saw your TV and I thought you were watching Friends. It looked like Friends.
I was watching. The other thing that I watched was Erin Brockovich.
That's a great movie.
I'd never seen it.
I've never seen that.
It
Julia
is.
Roberts.
Oh, it is that is like, yes.
Very female empowering.
Yes. And like also like she's helping people. I don't know. I was like, go ahead.
She won the Oscar for that.
Yeah.
Do they have it on the plane?
Yeah. Well, I don't know why. I'm not this like I said, I like the easy movies to watch, but I clicked on critically acclaimed, and then I was like, I just read it was like about like a lawyer thing, and I was like, oh, this could be interesting to me. I give it an A+.
Oh my gosh, high score.
Yeah, I really liked it, and it was just like, not really. I don't want to say feel good. I'm not going to spoil it because it sounds like you might watch it.
Maybe on the plane today. I gotta watch something.
That's the other thing. I like a.
Oh, it's true story.
Yeah.
Oh.
But for the negative, I mean, I think it's a lot of it. You can sense it in the movie. You're like, something good's coming from this. So I think that I liked that, and it was just like a human story.
An A+.
People helping people.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Now, do you think you'll ever watch Friends? So we skated by that conversation.
What is it on?
Max, HBO Max.
Okay.
Just say HBO.
How many? This is what gets me. I can't get by the seasons.
There's 10 seasons, but it's great. Like it's just
and they're only 30 minutes, right?
I tried to watch it. I put it on like a couple years ago, and I'm just like, I can't do it.
Here's the thing. Can't do it. I think you got to get past the first season because obviously
everyone says that about every show.
Well, because it's so
the same
early.
Thing with Succession. I haven't watched Succession.
Oh no, the first season's great. I
someone told me you got to get through the first.
Well, no, because I think the finale of the first season is genuinely jaw dropping. Like
honestly, every finale.
You will never expect what happens in the finale of the first season of Succession. So I think that's why people say that but I think the lead up to it is good. Like I just have a smile on my face thinking about Friends. Like it's just so, I find myself like genuinely cracking up when I'm watching Friends. Like I'm like, man, this is a knee slapper. It really, when they
Who's
said
your favorite character?
Too many. I like Chandler, Joey, Rachel, Monica, all the friends.
I know you like to.
Phoebe.
Like you like to put yourself. I'm the kind of person that could watch. Like if I go
Ross.
see.
I like Ross, but he's at the bottom.
If I go see a Marvel movie, like when I leave a theater, I am a superhero. Like I have powers.
Yeah.
So who do you envision yourself as?
Good question.
Like that's because I always envision myself in things. I'm like, who would I be?
So I asked Marty this. I was like, who do you think I am from Friends? Because we watch all the time. And he said, but you're not going to know because you've never seen it.
No, but I want to know and then watch it
based
with
on
this in my head.
Not great knowledge of the characters, I would say you're either Monica or what's the blonde one?
Not Monica.
Phoebe?
I know the names.
Marty said he thinks I'm a mixture of Joey and Rachel.
Oh, we're allowed to do other genders.
He was like, because Joey's just like
definitely Joey. Yeah.
Like goofy, like you know what I mean. Like he's just like goofy.
Who do you think I am?
Monica.
No.
Why?
I don't know. Because you have the same hair.
Yeah, like Monica's very. I think Monica's hilarious, but she's very like neurotic and like competitive.
This entire thing I've been saying that I'm like I can't watch this. I'd bleed in my head.
No, she's not.
Yeah,
it's not
I feel like
she
is neurotic.
No, neurotic in terms of like things have to be like spotless and clean, and she's very competitive and like.
I think I'm fairly competitive, but I don't know that I need to be spotless. Like I can deal with.
Yeah, I don't know. There's.
I honestly think she is Monica.
I don't think so. I
don't really
she's
know.
more
Have
like
you watched Friends?
just like one. She's more lighthearted than Monica. Monica's funny. Like Monica's one of my favorite characters. She cracks me up. But you're a lot more easygoing than Monica.
Oh, okay.
So then maybe a mix of Monica and what's her name? Rachel? Jennifer Aniston?
No, Rachel's like they're all. Should I find a description of each Friends character?
Should we take a BuzzFeed quiz?
Yeah.
What
Wait,
Friends
grab
character?
this one.
Friends characters.
I've done this with shows I haven't watched. I'll just be like,
Description.
what character?
Oh my god, that was the best on Facebook. Remember all those quizzes?
Guys, if you could only keep one movie out of these two while you're looking, he's just not that into you. He's Just Not That Into You. Is that the movie?
Mm-hmm.
What was the movie you just said? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, or He's Just Not That Into You?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Really?
Every single time. Okay, so Monica Geller, this is the one, this is a random website. It says the one with OCD. Monica, as we've seen, is a perfect example of someone who's OCD. She obsesses over every detail and must have everything organized and planned out. Monica loves spending time with others and makes decisions based on feelings. She loves being the hostess and loves taking care of her friends, even if they're acting crazy. Monica is over-organized. She's very competitive.
That could be me-ish. Like, I think
Some things. Rachel is.
Why are you not?
Because she is so obsessive and organized in the show, and you just don't see that.
Devin is that way. She's always has her journal.
I do have my agenda. I live by that.
Agenda.
You're looking at her and more of like work, and I'm looking at more of like friend. I think that's the split we're having right now. Because you're not somebody who's like, oh my God, this needs to be super clean and like this is like, I'm not saying you're messy.
You're messy.
No, but I'm just
my
saying.
apartment right now though.
Yeah. Rachel is spontaneous and flexible, energetic and playful, but she's also, fashionista. She's high maintenance. Ross, he's just, the guy with 3 divorces, big
the Brad Pitt
guy. Chandler, a lot of sarcasm. Joey is just, goofy.
That's my favorite scene, the Brad Pitt Thanksgiving dinner. And that's like one of the only ones I can think of.
But
that's so funny.
So funny. That's
the
such
I Hate Rachel Green Club.
Such a funny episode of Friends.
Yeah.
All right. Are you taking a quiz?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I've been this whole time.
I want to know your answer after that.
But let's hear Sarah's.
Yeah, Sarah, what did you watch this week?
So I watched Dave, the last 2 episodes. I agree with Rhea a lot on Dave. I hear you. Like, I'm just not like, he's so into himself. I can't do it anymore. So
Tell me more.
I really can't. Like, we get it. Rhea said it before and I'm just like, yes, I 100% agree. But the finale, I will say, was really cool. If you haven't watched it, turn this off right now because I'm going to spoil the cameo. It's Brad Pitt. It's crazy.
Super cool.
Did you watch?
No, I didn't, because I'm taking, a stance against watching Dave. But I may have to watch the Brad Pitt episode.
Yeah, he was in it for so long, and I think Noah, you watched it too, so you can talk about that too. But yeah, Brad Pitt was in it, and at first I was like, okay, he's just in it for a few minutes, like that's really cool, like it'll be a quick cameo. He was in it for like the whole episode, so I'm gonna give both of those a B. And then I completely binged the Ultimatum Queer Love, like the entire thing except for the reunion, which I heard is really dramatic, so I can't wait to watch it. I really liked this character Yoli. You guys haven't watched it, have you?
No.
Okay, so the only point I want to make about this is that so she kind of fell in love with someone else. You live with someone else for 3 weeks, and then you go back to your original partner and you decide who you want to be with. And I thought for sure like she would end up with her new partner, but her original partner, Mal, ended up proposing to her. And she said yes, but it was kind of like a hesitant yes. And it was just weird because after that, she had to reject her person that she fell in love with. And the person she fell in love with rejected their partner for her. And she's like, I'm so sorry. Like, I just have to see this through. And I'm like, can you imagine like you propose to somebody and they're like, oh, I got to see it through. It makes it sound like you're going to break up. Like, oh, I know this won't end up well, but
you don't want an engagement to be like that.
You also don't have to say yes. You could say no, but we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, like let's wait.
I feel like when you say yes, you lock yourself in.
Yeah,
right.
It's worse to break off an engagement than just breaking up with somebody.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I got to see it through. I've been with this person for 3 years. It's like, well, if you're looking at it that way, that's a horrible way to start your engagement.
Clearly, you're already not looking at this great, so you should probably get out.
Yeah, so I thought that was wild. I liked her, though, so I hope she ends up with her new partner. I also watched Kardashians season 3, episode 2, and it's just like, it's a D. Like, I'm just over it. Like, no one's really been talking about them very much lately, and I get why, because I feel like they just have so much control over the show. Like, Real Housewives of New Jersey is different in the way that, like, they're laying it all out there.
And you give up your
everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm just, and they release the episodes, like, week after week. Like, just put it all on Hulu, like, so we can watch it all.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. And, like, there was a scene where Kendall taught Kylie stick, and it kind of felt like they were trying to channel the old seasons.
I watched that. So boring. It went on for so long. It was like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, we don't care.
We don't care. And it's just like, it's just not hitting the same because I feel like they just really know that they're on camera and they're so careful with what they say is just like, I know that they're just so careful because they get ridiculed all the time. So I just feel like they've been stripped of their personalities.
Like they give you enough that you think that you're getting a lot, but like you're actually not. Also, they're not being talked about, but if you release weekly, every week there's like something, like a little like thing in there that is like, okay, this will be in the news. So they'll be in the news for however many weeks the show airs.
That's a good point.
If you just put it all out at once, like only the biggest bombshells are going to come from
that makes sense.
Season.
That's a great point. But they're not like, it's not good enough to do that. And yeah, that's it.
Who did you get? Because I think I saw, and
Phoebe.
I was gonna say I can see Phoebe in some ways because you love a good like joke around, like, you know what I mean, like you like to laugh, and I feel like Phoebe likes to like laugh and joke around. Why does it say you're Phoebe?
You're a bit of a wild card, but you know what's important in life. You ooze creativity and will tolerate the smelliest of cats. I don't know about that.
That's not a real, like, it's just like a song that Phoebe sings, Smelly Cat. But I'm like, well, if you guys want to know, I could see Phoebe. A little bit.
Also,
maybe a
like,
mixture of all of them.
This wasn't like my personality. It was like, what song do you like? And it was just a bunch of songs that had the word friends in it.
Yeah, that's not a good quiz. But I can.
It was like, what movie do you like? I picked Ratatouille. But then there's like The Sopranos. What would that?
I think
sorry. Yeah. There was TV too.
I think a mixture of Phoebe and Monica would be my answer. All right, what did you watch this week?
I also watched the Dave finale, and I didn't like this season really for the most part. But to have Brad Pitt in your show is kind of crazy, and it kind of gave me like, I don't want to spoil the episode, but like,
well, she already did.
No, in terms of like what actually happened.
Sorry,
but like the once upon a time in Hollywood like ending vibes. I mean, obviously because he's in it, but like. That type of thing. I'll give that episode though like an A-, and Drake was in it too. So some good cameos. Platonic episode 4, the show with Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne. Not as good as the first few. I'll give it a B-. But still a good watch. I feel like that's a nice like comfort show.
Yeah,
maybe. Silo. I watched. I don't even know what episode I watched, but like I'm kind of in and out of that. It's entertaining, but it's like. Do you guys have this problem where like your TV's too dark and like you can't see?
With some shows, I'm like, is this the show or my TV?
That's what I'm struggling with. And like sometimes I put my shades down, like my room's dark and everything, but like I still can't see. And I'm like, it's a dark show because the whole thing is like they're underground. But I'm like, I can't see anything. Like I'm just watching a black screen.
You should brighten it.
I try, but then I'm like, I don't want to. I want to see it how it's supposed to be. Like I don't want it to make it look all bright, but. Yeah, I don't know. So it makes it harder to me, like, to want to watch it because I'm like, I'm just gonna be like looking at myself in the TV. And then I watched the Idol episode 1. You still haven't watched that?
No.
D-, and that's being generous.
I heard it wasn't crazy till the very end.
But like, not even about being crazy or not. It's just like there's no point to any of it, and it's just like let's just show naked people like and do drugs for no reason, like because yeah, people will talk about it and watch it. It's The Weeknd and Lily Rose Depp, but like it's like, what is this? Like, it's the worst reviewed HBO show ever.
That's crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, guys. Those are the things we watched this week.